Episode 1. Whispers Beneath the Veil by the Prophetic One. High above the restless clouds drifts Valoriat, city of skyborn wisdom. Here, equalizers are taught to bind themselves to a single path, to honor balance by limitation. But one among them, Zephyros, believed such chains were not balance, but bondage. His journey would begin not with harmony, but with defiance. Wind howls through the spires. Banners snap against the pale sky. Footsteps echo across a narrow bridge as Zephyros makes his way toward the Aranthil ruins. Zephyros, thinking. The Guardians call it stillness, but I see it as silence. Fear, painted as wisdom. He grips his cloak tighter. The ruins rise before him, ancient columns crumbling into mist. The whispers of the wind seem almost like voices, carrying words from a time forgotten. Inside, the air grows heavier. Pages scatter like lost feathers. A broken manuscript rests on a pedestal, bound in silk and soot. Zephyros brushes away dust, revealing faint glyphs that glow faintly in the gloom. Zephyros, reading. From the breath comes the flame. From the flame, the wave. From the wave, the stone. He lingers, eyes narrowing. Zephyros, thinking. The veil does not bind. It reveals. If one may endure more than one element, why should we stop at only one? The chamber trembles. The wind picks up, as if resisting his thought. Zephyros copies the passage into his journal, then looks out at the horizon with resolve. Zephyros, thinking. If they won't answer me, I'll carve the answer myself. Thunder rumbles across the distance as he leaves the ruins, his first step into forbidden power taken. The Gale Sanctum looms ahead. Its marble floors gleam with embedded sigils, its dome open to the sky. Stone chimes float, ringing without touch. Aethros, guardian of the ninth current, emerges from swirling mist robes shimmering, eyes pale as stormlight. Aethros, you seek the eye. The spiral does not turn for ambition. Zephyros, bowing slightly. I seek truth. Silence stretches. The incense swirls around them, carried by unseen currents. Aethros, the trial is not strength, but silence. The wind is not won, it is offered. To chase it is to scatter it. Zephyros. And if one is not content with only a fragment of the world? Aethros studies him, gaze narrowing. Aethros. Then the wind will strip you bare. What you carry, it will reveal. What you hide, it will echo. He hands Zephyros a crystal shard etched with a wind sigil. It glimmers faintly as Zephyros takes it. Aethros. You may find what you seek in the eye of silence, or you may lose yourself. Few can tell the difference until it's far too late. He vanishes into the mists. The sanctum grows quiet again. Zephyros stands alone, eyes hard with determination. The veil step platforms stretch into the sky like floating stone paths. Wind howls around him, tugging at his balance. He steps onto the first platform. Immediately, whispers flood his ears. Voices of doubt, ancient and sharp. You are not strong enough. Balance holds, why break it? Zephyros steadies his breath. His first step cracks the stone beneath him. He stumbles, but clenches his jaw. Zephyros, thinking. These aren't my thoughts. The veil wants me to turn back, but I won't. He advances, each step heavier. Gusts slam against him like invisible walls. He leaps between platforms, cloak whipping violently. At one misstep, he nearly falls into the void, catching himself with sheer force of will. The voices grow louder, accusing, condemning. Zephyros shuts his eyes, breath sinking with the storm, moving with it instead of against it. The wind calms enough for him to reach the center where silence reigns. A figure materializes from the air. A whisper warden, formed from the very currents, bearing Zephyros' face. Whisper warden, if you break the veil, what will remain? Are you led by vision or fear? The battle begins. Each strike Zephyros throws is mirrored perfectly. Blades of wind cut across the arena. The clash, a storm in itself. He grows frustrated, his power feeding the warden stronger. It forces him back step by step until he falls to one knee. Zephyros, thinking, force won't win, it never will. He inhales deeply, letting his arms fall to his side. The warden raises its hand for the final strike, but as Zephyros stills his breath, the warden dissolves into ribbons of spiraling air. Before him, a staircase of nothing ascends into the void. Zephyros climbs, each step weightless, until all that remains is silence and emptiness. The spiral awaits. Here, even thought betrays him. His movements scatter, his strength repels him. He collapses, struggling to breathe. His doubts return, every failure, every fear pressing down like a storm. Zephyros, thinking, strained, no, I won't break. I endure. He stills himself. No struggle, only presence. His breathing evens out. The currents swirl, not as an enemy, but as recognition. The aerolith core awakens, faint light spiraling into his chest. His body lifts into the air, weightless, surrounded by streams of air that bend to his presence. When he opens his eyes, the winds are his. They bow not conquered, but bound to him. He descends slowly, landing on solid ground once more. Behind him, Valoriat stretches endlessly across the horizon. He looks not back, but forward. Zephyros, thinking, if this is the strength of one element, what waits in the others? The wind carries him skyward as he takes flight for the first time, cloak unfurling behind him like wings. He vanishes into the distance, leaving Valoriat beneath a waning moon. Next episode preview. Having claimed the air, Zephyros descends into the scorched realm of Volcara. Amid rivers of molten fire and skies drowned in ash, the trial of flame awaits. But Volcara does not test silence, it devours resolve. Brief flashes, molten rivers, a towering armored figure with eyes glowing like embers, Zephyros collapsing beneath heat, and visions of ruin. Next time on Legacy of Balance, Episode 2, The Ember Crucible.